Have you ever felt like you're being led around in relationships? The people around you seem friendly, but deep down, you feel like they don't really care about you. They definitely can't always be real friends. That feeling could be an important signal. Think about the times when you shared a small joy, only to have someone dull it down, or when you realized you were the last one to know about important gatherings. The truth is, that's not just a coincidence. Those actions could be signs that others don't really like you, even if they pretend to be friendly. In this video, I'm going to help you spot 7 incredibly important signs, signals that not everyone notices, that someone might be pretending with you. And you need to know this right away. Don't let these people fool you anymore. Let's uncover these unbelievable truths you need to know to protect yourself in a world full of fake relationships. Ready? Hit the subscribe button and let's dive into this. I'm sure you'll be surprised by what you're about to discover. 1. They always make fun of your flaws. Do you honestly feel comfortable when people keep bringing up your flaws? Oh, I bet you wouldn't feel good about it at all. But no, they keep doing it as if it's normal. Oh, I forgot, you're always like that. Or, I knew it, you can't remember a small detail like that. These joking remarks sound fun, right? But think again, is it really just a joke? In reality, this is a clear sign they don't like you, but are pretending to be friendly. How can you not feel that they're trying to make you feel less confident? The simple reason is that they can't accept you for who you are. Making fun of your flaws is not a way to help you improve, but a way to bring you down and elevate their own ego. Oh, it's really frustrating, isn't it? But don't let yourself get sucked into this game. These jokes are not just harmless comments. Behind them is an undercover strategy to make you feel not good enough or unworthy of their respect. And sadly, we often allow it to continue without standing up for ourselves. So how do you deal with this kind of behavior? Don't stay silent anymore. Don't let these jokes continue without a response. When you feel they've crossed the line, make it clear, I don't enjoy hearing that, and if you're really a friend, you wouldn't make jokes about my flaws. Many people will try to deny these actions and say it's just no big deal. But you know what? Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "We cannot control what others say, but we can control how we respond." That's right, you can't control others, but you can control how you react to those words. And don't forget, you deserve respect. This is so important. If you keep letting these jokes slide, you'll gradually lose your self-respect and confidence. So what? Don't let anyone mock you like that. If they're truly your friend, they'll respect you and never make jokes about your flaws. Be brave, stand up, and protect yourself. Remember, you are the only one who has control over your emotions and self-respect. So why let someone else control it for you? 2. Compliments that feel like sarcasm. At first, compliments sound nice, right? Oh, you did great. Or, wow, you're really skilled. But wait, don't you feel like something's off? A compliment that feels like a slap in the face. And right after that, you feel like you've been put down instead of lifted up. Have you ever heard this kind of compliment and felt uncertain about the intention behind it? I bet you've at least experienced that feeling once, right? The question is, are those really compliments or just a subtle way to poke fun at you? The truth is, sometimes people don't know how to be straightforward with the truth, so they use compliments to be sarcastic. This is a clear sign that they don't really respect you, but are pretending to. They say nice things, but their goal is to make you lose confidence and feel like you're never good enough. They want you to think you've achieved something, but don't really acknowledge what you do. Let's be clear, if someone constantly compliments you sarcastically, like, "Hey, you're amazing, but I don't think anyone could do what you do," that's not real recognition. That's a sneaky way to make you feel like you're not good enough. A backhanded compliment is just a way to disguise disrespect. Oh, no one wants to hear that kind of compliment, right? The truth is, people often use compliments like these for a simple reason. They feel like they have to save face with you, but they don't want you to get too full of yourself. And the worst part is, they continue pretending like those words are really coming from sincerity. So what do you do when faced with compliments like this? First, don't let your emotions get shaken. You know, protecting your self-respect is incredibly important. When someone gives you that kind of compliment, you can calmly and directly respond. I really don't feel comfortable hearing these kinds of things. It's that simple. And don't forget the words of Epictetus, a great philosopher who once said, "Be careful with compliments. They can make you blindly believe in yourself." That's right. Compliments, if not timely or from the right person, can cause you to lose your clarity and self-awareness. Always remember, you don't need fake recognition from anyone. Real compliments will come from those who truly respect you and your efforts. And those backhanded compliments are just their way of trying to undermine your value. 3. They pretend to support you but secretly undermine you. Oh my gosh, have you ever felt like someone is standing behind you, smiling and pretending to support you, but then secretly spreading doubt and failure into your efforts? There are people who, on the outside, seem friendly, ready to offer advice and encouragement, but deep down, they don't want you to succeed. And the biggest tragedy is that you don't realize it right away, and instead, you feel the exhaustion and emptiness gradually spread the harder you try. When you finally start to realize it, it really hurts. How can you tell the difference between someone who genuinely wants you to succeed and someone who is just using you to serve their own agenda? Really, sometimes we can be fooled by harmless things like compliments or phrases like, "I've always got your back." But when you really pay attention, you'll see that behind those encouraging words are very suspicious actions. They block you from making important decisions, create doubts that make you lose confidence in yourself, or even make you feel unworthy of the success you're pursuing. Really, you might not notice it right away, but these people will always find a way to make you doubt yourself. They will skillfully sow uncertainty in your mind. Are you sure you're doing the right thing? What will people think about this decision? They won't directly attack you, but instead, they will gradually weaken you, making you question whether you're on the right path. Oh, that's the silent sabotage we can't recognize immediately. But here's the truth. They don't want you to succeed. They want you to remain dependent on them. They want you to never overcome the barriers they've either unintentionally or intentionally created. And here's what you need to understand clearly. These people, despite smiling and saying sweet things, still see you as a part of them. They don't want you to stand on your own. They want you to come back to them every time you fail. This feeling is really scary. You start to doubt yourself, wondering if you can truly go far without them. And then, when you have a bit of success, what do you notice? They suddenly become absent, not sharing your joy, not encouraging you. Only when you face difficulties do they show up, with advice that isn't exactly positive. Sometimes even words that, if you're not careful, could make you lose yourself. But don't worry, you're not alone in this feeling. The important thing is to recognize the signs of this covert sabotage. Ask yourself, does this person really want me to succeed? Or are they just trying to keep me around for their own benefit? Don't let these relationships pull you down. Don't let them steal your confidence and motivation. You deserve to have people around you who truly want you to rise. People who not only praise you when you succeed, but are always there, helping when you face challenges. As Seneca once said, wisdom isn't knowing what others say, it's knowing what they do. That's right. Don't let those who only pretend to support you cloud your mind and goals. You deserve people who truly stand by you. Those who are willing to share both success and failure with you, not just when things are easy. People who not only stand by you when you're rising, but who also don't leave you when you fail. So, recognize these people and let them go if necessary. Don't let anyone sabotage your self-belief and your journey. Seek out those who truly want the best for you, those who truly support you from the bottom of their heart. Real relationships should be about mutual support, not about using each other. And you deserve all of that. 4. They never truly listen to you. Oh no, have you ever gone through this feeling? You sit there, sharing your deepest thoughts and feelings, but the person across from you just looks at you like you're speaking a foreign language. They might even nod blankly, their eyes showing no connection. That feeling is truly terrible, isn't it? Have you ever asked yourself, do I really matter to them? Listening, I want to say clearly, it's not just about them staying quiet while you talk. Truly listening is an art. It's about being fully focused on the speaker, sensing what's unsaid. It's about respect. It's about understanding, not just silence. But when someone isn't truly listening to you, they are showing you something very important. They don't value you and what you're feeling. Surely, you've been in conversations where it felt like you were talking to yourself. They may be physically present, but their mind is completely absent. That feeling is like you're just a breeze passing by, unnoticed, unappreciated. You want to be understood, to be empathized with, but all you get is coldness, indifference. Doesn't that truly hurt? You've probably opened up about your worries, your desires, only to receive some meaningless advice or long, awkward silences. Surely you've noticed, when people won't listen, they don't really want to understand you. They don't want to be involved in your life. They don't want to touch on the soft spots, the truths you're facing. To them, you're just a part of the scenery, an invisible shadow in their life. The truth is, they don't care. Oh wow, this is really painful, isn't it? A big part of connection, a big part of friendship and relationships is listening. Listening not only helps people understand each other better, but also shows respect. If they won't listen to you, they don't respect you, right? But I want you to remember one thing. You are not someone unimportant. You absolutely deserve to be truly listened to. Face the fact that if they're unwilling to listen to you, it's not your problem, it's their problem. That just means they don't really understand or appreciate you. As Seneca once said, a true friend is someone who listens to you sincerely, not just in words, but in the silence, in the emotions you can't express. Truly, if they won't listen, you have the right to let them go. Never accept relationships where you have to fight to be heard. If they don't see you as worthy of being listened to, then let them go. You have the right to demand respect. You have the right to demand sincere connection. You deserve people who not only listen to you, but understand you. People who see you not just on the surface, but in the thoughts, the hidden emotions behind. People who, when you speak, not only listen, but feel, share, and empathize. So, don't waste time on those who refuse to listen to you. Don't let yourself be forgotten in shallow relationships. You have the right to find people who truly want to understand you. People who will stand by you, not just when you succeed, but when you need a friend, someone to listen. You deserve to have someone who is always ready to understand you, whether you're happy or sad, whether you're succeeding or failing. And when you find people like that, you'll feel a peace that only true relationships can bring. 5. You are subtly excluded from their plans. Oh no! Have you ever felt like you're being left out of important conversations or plans? You hear people talking about a hangout or an upcoming event, and then you realize your name never seems to come up in any of the plans. Worse, you don't even get an invitation from those people you thought were close friends. If you've ever felt this way, you're not alone. When others deliberately exclude you from their plans, it's a sign of a fake, perfect facade. These people don't want you to feel comfortable in their group, but aren't honest enough to admit it. Instead, they just forget to invite you or make plans you can't be part of. What they're doing is creating an invisible wall, making you feel left out and isolated, while pretending like everything is normal. In reality, when you're not invited to important occasions, they're not just disrespecting you, they're trying to make you feel worthless in their eyes. If they truly saw you as an important part of the group, they wouldn't leave you out like this. But instead of facing the truth, they choose to pretend, to avoid confronting the painful reality that they don't really care about you. Think about this. Have you felt excluded by those you've always trusted? If your answer is yes, it's time to reconsider those relationships. They're making you feel bad without saying a word. And this doesn't just hurt you, it impacts your feelings and self-esteem as well. So, what will you do when you're excluded from plans? Don't let their indifference drag you down. Instead, reassess your own worth and realize that you deserve to be around people who truly care and respect you. You don't need to chase after those who can only pretend to like you. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is remove yourself from those unhealthy relationships. As Seneca, one of the masters of Stoicism, said, "Keep your mind calm and don't let anyone make you feel like an outsider." In truth, you don't have to stay with people who make you feel unworthy. Your freedom and peace of mind are far more important. So, don't let others' games cause you to lose sight of your true worth. Be sure that you deserve to be around those who truly appreciate you and want you in the important moments of their lives. 6. They always try to make you feel inferior. Really, have you ever shared a small joy or achievement with someone, only to hear a cold reply? "Oh, I did that a long time ago. It's nothing to be proud of." How did that feel? Did you feel like you were made small in their eyes? Did you wonder if you really deserved the things you've achieved? Oh man, that's a clear sign of someone who doesn't like you, even though they're pretending like everything is fine. You were seeking support, recognition, but instead, all you got were words that diminished your value. Have you started feeling like you're just part of a game where others always win? They're trying to make you feel small for one simple reason: to feel superior themselves. Maybe they feel insecure and don't want you to see that insecurity. When they say things like that, they're not trying to help you improve. No, they're just trying to reduce your confidence so they can feel like they're in control of the situation. They're afraid you'll surpass them or even outshine them. They can't stand the thought of you standing tall and confident with what you have. But the reality is, what makes you feel weak or undeserving isn't your fault. They're projecting their own insecurity onto you. So, what will you do? Will you let those words affect you, forcing you to change yourself to meet someone else's expectations? Stop right there. True strength isn't about what you can do for others, but about how you stand firm when others try to bring you down. How you respond is what truly matters. Instead of letting those words make you feel inadequate, you can boldly respond. "I don't feel comfortable hearing that. I believe what I've achieved deserves respect." You have the right to protect your own value. Don't let anyone make you feel small just because they can't handle your confidence. Remember, sometimes another person's confidence is just a mask for their own fear. You don't need to change to please anyone. What you've achieved deserves respect, no matter what anyone says. So, you can choose to look at things differently, so you're not affected by negative words. Don't let these people make you feel inferior, because in the end, we can't control what others think or say, but we can control how we feel about it. And you absolutely have the right to stand your ground, never letting anyone make you feel undeserving or lacking. 7. They're only there when they need something. Surely, you've had moments like this, right? You realize there are people who only show up when they need something from you. Suddenly, they become interested, checking in on you, asking how you're doing, or helping you out a little. But as soon as they get what they need, you don't hear from them again. Does this sound familiar? Oh, It really is heartbreaking, isn't it? You start asking yourself, am I really their friend? And here's the problem. If this relationship only exists when one side benefits, then it's not friendship. A true friendship, you and I, we both know, should be a mutual exchange. We give and receive. That's the essence of this relationship. But when you realize that they only appear when they need something, and the rest of the time you're completely forgotten, then one thing becomes clear: you're being used. And the worst part is, you don't even realize you're being used until it's too late. Honestly, have you ever asked yourself, am I just a tool for them to get what they want? Oh, truly, that feeling is awful. You're ready to help them, even sacrificing your time and energy. But when you're struggling, they vanish. You need support, but they're nowhere to be found. This feeling makes you ask yourself, am I just a tool for them to satisfy their needs? The truth is, we all want fair relationships. When one side is giving, while the other side is only taking, that's not friendship. That feeling really hurts, doesn't it? But don't be quick to think you have to accept this. You deserve better relationships, people who will be there for you in all circumstances, not just when they need you for their own purposes. As Seneca once said, a true friend is someone who is there for you in all circumstances, not just when your life holds something that attracts them. Remember that. A real friend won't just be someone you turn to when you're in trouble or when you have something to give them. They'll be there not because of what they can gain, but because they truly care about and value you. This is more important than anything else. I know, realizing that you've been used is painful. But this is also an opportunity to renew yourself, to redefine your own worth. You are not a tool or a substitute for anyone. You deserve to be loved, to be cherished, not because you can help someone in their time of need, but because you are you. Start rejecting relationships that lack respect and fairness. The people who truly care about you will always be there, not just when they need help, but when they truly need you. They won't just show up when things are going well. They'll stay when things get tough. And when you dare to reject relationships that don't measure up, you'll discover the truth that you deserve so much more. Don't hesitate to shake off fake relationships. You deserve true friends, people who will never show up just when they need something from you. You deserve relationships that are fair, respectful, and above all, reciprocal care. Remember, real friends will never make you ask yourself a heartbreaking question: am I really their friend? So, believe in your own worth and never accept becoming a tool for someone else to achieve their goals. A true relationship is about support, care, and mutual respect, and you deserve to receive all of that.